Okay guys, this is my first meal planning Monday, and if I sound a little nasally, I have a terrible sinus cold, but I definitely wanted to do this video today, and it's going to do me a lot of good. And I want to thank an inspiring lady here on YouTube. Her channel is called the Kneady Homesteader, and thank you for this idea. I usually go about meal planning in the opposite way, whereas I meal plan and then I go out and buy the food necessary for the recipes. But that causes me to have a backlog of stuff in my freezer and in my pantry because I may just say, oh, I want to have this and I want to have that, and then I go out and buy more ingredients when I really need to. My goal is to use up everything in my freezer right now. So I have started, and I've written down some of the things that I do have. And I do have more than what's on here, but you know, we got to start somewhere. So I'm just going to start using up the things that I have written down this week. So I've gone ahead and done that already, and let me take you in closer. Let's see. Okay, for in the freezer, I have 4 pork chops. Oh, and I want to tell you first off, I follow a vegan diet, so my husband is a traditional diet, and I'm vegan, so I've been on it almost, well, it'll be a year this April, and I can't ever see going back. So what I'm doing here is planning my menus alongside his, and I do fine on leftovers, so I don't have to prepare a new meal every night. So, and I can lots of times adapt his recipes and have pretty much, you know, a lot of the same things. So it's going to be extra work for me. So anyway, let's go through the freezer. I have 4 pork chops, 1 ham steak. Now, this is all his food. A half of a meatloaf, 3 turkey burgers, 3 chicken breasts, 2 chicken thighs. And then in my side I have, well no, this isn't my side, I just added it here, 2 boxes of vegan burgers. It's a really good brand. It's that Fire Station something. A fireman that changed the diet of all the firemen in his department. So anyway, that's a whole... Let me come back to reality here. 1 package of pita bread, 4 cornbreads, the mini ones, and a package of Jones sausage, which a lot of times I will put in a macaroni and cheese. And then for perishables, I have broccoli, fresh asparagus I got on sale yesterday, 2 peppers, a pint of blackberries. I made some jam and I had extra left over. I have some apples I need to use up, so I'm thinking of an apple salad, which I rarely ever make. 3 sweet potatoes, 1 5-pound bag of potatoes, lettuce and spinach for salads, and I have 1 block of cheddar if I choose to do the macaroni and cheese. So I have my days listed here, and this side I'm going to put my husband's meals, and then over on here where it says me, I'm going to put mine. Now lots of times for myself, I just throw things together. I throw some vegetables in my slow cooker, or not my slow cooker, my pressure cooker, and I just, you know, add a little hot sauce, you know, afterwards, eat that with a salad, and I'm happy. But today I'm going to use some actual real recipes from my cookbook that I got for Christmas, and it's the Moosewood Restaurant Favorites. So I've written down 4 recipes, and I'm going to incorporate those into my week. So we'll talk about that as we get through the week. So we had a very busy last weekend. We had my kids and grandkids and my sister-in-law, my brother, And we all got together for the annual fishing derby, which is ice fishing. And it was barely on this year because it's been such a warm winter. And the ice was safe once you got out onto it, but of course, you know, by the shoreline, a lot of areas are open water. So anyway, we had a crowd. I made a big thing of spaghetti and meatballs. So we had leftovers all week on that. And then last Sunday, we grilled out because it was such a beautiful day. And we had so many cheeseburgers and hot dogs. So I did I thought, a really good leftover makeover with hamburger soup, which my husband loved, and he ate that most of the week for lunches. So this week is pretty quiet. I think it's just going to be the two of us. So I'm going back on last week's, I don't have it, but last week's menu. I think I can do a couple days from that. So tonight I'm going to start with the ham steak for him. Mashed potatoes. And green beans. And applesauce. I do have some frozen homemade applesauce in the freezer. So for me, I'm looking at my recipes and I have one here. It's a green bean, potato, and fennel ragu. So I think I'm going to do that, which would go well with his dinner. And that is, the recipe's on page 132 in my Moosewood cookbook. And that looked really good. So I'm going to write green bean, potato, and fennel ragu. And I'm going to put page 132. Okay, so that's Monday. Now I'm going to probably have leftovers, but I'm going to split each recipe in half, so I will have leftovers. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to cross off the ham steak. I didn't put, see, I don't even have, green beans are from the freezer, so I didn't even write those down. And I didn't write down the applesauce, but I'll use some of the potatoes. So I'll just cross off the one bag and just leave potatoes. Okay, so Tuesday, let's see, what didn't he have? Meatloaf, turkey burgers. I think I'm going to make macaroni and cheese for him with the Jones sausage. And I'll probably do that in an 8x8, an 8x8 pan. And lots of times he has hot lunches, so he will have that for lunch. Let's see, salad. We have lots of greens. And with that, I'm going to make my pasta with asparagus and lemon sauce. Doesn't that sound good? And I'm going to add some cubed sweet potato with that. So let's see. Pasta with asparagus and lemon sauce. And then I'm going to put in parentheses cubed sweet potato. Now, the Moosewood restaurant cookbook is vegetarian, so a lot of their recipes will have dairy, and they'll have cheese and eggs, things like that. So I will, this says it has a lemon sauce. Now, I don't know what is in that sauce, but I'll check it out and make sure it's a vegan option there. So we've got Tuesday. I'm going to cross off the sausage. I'll put a half a box left. Let's see, what is he going to have with that? Salad, that's it. So Wednesday. And I think I won't need to put anything Wednesday because I'll have leftovers. I probably won't have to do anything till maybe Thursday or Friday. So Wednesday for him, we've got ham, macaroni and cheese. Let's do pork chops. I'll usually do 2 because he'll have one the next day for lunch. So I'll put pork chops. I have some, I hope I'm in frame. I'm going to, I have some apples that I got to use up because they've been in there for a while. So I'm going to make an apple and walnut salad. And how about sweet potatoes? And maybe some homemade bread because I got to use it up. And that'll be nice because my sweet potatoes from the previous day, we'll get rid of some, but I can get rid of the extra. Okay, so he has ham, mac and cheese, pork chops. Let's see what would be... See, I told you guys I'm not too quick with this. I'm put a half asparagus. This is a small bunch of broccoli, and he doesn't like broccoli, so I'm going to do something with broccoli. I'll cross off the apples. I'll cross off the sweet potatoes. Okay. Why don't I just do this? Are you guys too close? Let me check. Yeah. Okay. How about we'll do chicken thighs in the crock pot. No, he doesn't like chicken in the crock pot. He doesn't like meat in the crock pot because he says it gets too mushy. Okay, so we're going to do chicken thighs baked with some type of sauce. So, mushroom sauce. Because I do have mushrooms. I didn't put that down. Mushrooms. He loves mushrooms. So I'll cross off the mushrooms because I love crossing things off. And I didn't put block of cheddar, so I'm going to take that off. Going back to the mac and cheese really quickly, I think I'm going to do 2 8x8 pans so I can use all the cheddar and put one in the freezer. So I'm going to put 2 mac and cheese and then freeze 1. Here I go, filling my freezer again. Okay, so we have chicken thighs. We need to use that broccoli, so I'm going to put broccoli down. With that, I'm going to make him rice and a salad. And with the broccoli, I'm going to make these Basque beans because I have some small white beans that I want to cook. And the Basque beans, it's a new recipe I haven't tried yet. It's white beans, spinach, tomatoes, leeks, fennel, and it looked really good. And homemade bread. So broccoli, Basque beans, and bread. And he has his. So I have enough here for the week. So I'm just going to concentrate on him now. So he has ham, mac and cheese, pork, chicken. I think Friday I'm going to do, how about 2 turkey burgers. They're already made up, so all I have to do is take them out. And I don't know, I think I'll do those on buns. And I'll have a veggie burger if needed. At least it's written down. And then Saturday, oh, with the turkey burgers, how about, I think I'll have the turkey burgers without buns, and I'll use the cornbread. And baked beans, that's good. And I'll have veggie burger and baked beans. And if there's any salad, we can have salad. Small salad. Okay, Saturday is going to be pizza. Homemade pizza. And I think what I'm going to try is, instead of me having pizza with them, usually I make a vegan pizza on the side without cheese. I think I'm going to make just one large pizza for him, and my dough recipe makes enough for 2 pizzas. I think I'm going to try that skillet. Oh, what are those? Cinnamon bite. They look like little monkey breads, but they're sweet. And I think I'm going to do those. Cinnamon bites. So hopefully they can be, you know, warmed up for Sunday morning. I don't know. I'll just put them back in the cast iron skillet and maybe reheat them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I definitely don't need anything because I'll have leftovers. And then Sunday, let's see, did I use all? Sunday, I'm going to make him, so we're getting down there. Sunday, we could have that half a meatloaf. With gravy. Baked potato. And corn. There's so many vegetables he doesn't like, so it's tricky. He doesn't like peas. He likes corn, green beans, and carrots. Carrots is something I could do because I do have some baby carrots. But lots of times for lunches, I'll munch on the baby carrots and hummus. Because I make my own and I make a big container of it, so I don't think we're going to have enough carrots. So that looks pretty good. There's one recipe I wanted to try which I didn't put on my list, and it is polenta stuffed pepper. I've never made polenta, but I got a bag of polenta, and I do have peppers I need to use up. So if I do run out for Saturday and Sunday, actually, let me put that down on Sunday. I'll put a polenta. Since the meatloaf's already made, that's easy. Polenta stuffed pepper. And that sounds pretty good because it has some herbs and sun-dried tomatoes in the polenta. Something else. It does have cheese on top, but I'm just going to omit the cheese and maybe make some type of, maybe a marinara, or I don't know. I'll have to see how the polenta goes. So that is it. I'm going to write these up nicely and put them on the fridge. I like to do that. And I think this is looking good. So I'll let you know how it goes next week when I do my Meal Plan Monday. So thanks a lot, guys. This video was 21 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'll get better at it, I promise. I will see you soon. And yeah, my next meal planning menu should go quicker. So thanks a lot. Bye-bye.